132nd annual trek of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club. Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened at sunrise from his burrow by the cheers of his thousands of faithful followers. In Groundhogese, he directed the president of the inner circle to his prognostication scroll, which reads...
Okay, so this is the next edition of my Common Man Adventures video blog. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Groundhog Day's coming up, so I thought that I would make this one about Groundhog Day. That is an introduction from the movie, the 1993 movie, called Groundhog Day. Bill Murray played the lead character in it, the weatherman named Phil Connors. He was the guy that was visiting Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. He'd been doing it for his 4th year, and he was supposed to kind of report on the activities, the festivities going there. But in the movie, the day that he went there, the bad weather came in, he got locked in, he and his crew, they had to spend the night there. He woke up the next morning and had to go through the whole day again, February 2nd. And at the end of the day, he went to bed, woke up again the next morning, and had to do it again and again. And that's where his now famous quote came from, "Here we go again." But I thought maybe I could give you a little behind-the-scenes things on that movie and a little history about Groundhog Day itself. In the movie, the 1993 movie, in which Michael Keaton played the lead character Phil Connors, he was not the only one considered to play that part. Michael Keaton and Tom Hanks were also considered for the part, but they were also considered to be too nice to play the part. Bill Murray got bitten a couple times by that groundhog while they were shooting, and he had to have inoculations against it. Also, in the movie, the guy that played the town mayor happened to be Bill Murray's brother. In 2006, obviously after the making of that movie, Groundhog Day was observed in New York. They call that guy, that little guy, Staten Island Chuck. And their mayor, Bloomberg, was involved in the festivities, and he got bit by Groundhog Chuck. In 2006, the movie made such an impact, Groundhog Day made such an impact, that the United States National Film Registry added it to its list of movies. But how did the Groundhog Day come about? It has really a long history, and it's all related, obviously, to weather, the change of seasons from winter to spring. It can be... History can go back to the pagans and the Gaelic history. Medieval Christians observed it. How did it get to the United States? The Germans brought it when they settled in the area. Actually, the Delaware Indians can claim fame to Groundhog Day. They settled Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. But did you know that that Punxsutawney Phil, and I alluded to you before, is not the only weather prognosticator? There are several, but I'm going to give you a list of 4 here or so. Staten Island Chuck, as I said, was the one that bit Mayor Bloomberg in 2006. Washington, D.C. has a weather prognosticator. His name is Punxsutawney Phil, but besides predicting weather, he has another job. He If he sees his shadow, that means 6 more months of political gridlock. Imagine that. In Lilburn, Georgia, the prognosticator's name is called General Beauregard Lee. He actually has the most accurate percentage of correct weather prediction of all of them. His is 94%. The state of Illinois, where I'm from, our little guy is called Woodstock Willie, and he lives in Woodstock, Illinois. He actually began in 1993 because the movie Groundhog Day was filmed in Woodstock, Illinois. So, if you want to find out a little bit more about Groundhog Day, I actually blogged about it on my blog at commonmanadventures.com. If you type in Groundhog Day, it'll come up. Actually, should be the next one coming up, the first one you see. So I am going to sign off for now until we come on again. I'm not sure exactly at this point what the next one will be, but until I see you again, I'm signing off.